Hey NSA, I'm Connor, and welcome to another episode of Connor's 3, Week 10. And today I'm going to be talking to you a little about what's happening in this previous week. The first thing is the top 3 players. Number 1, Brock Purdy. He threw for 25 passes for 36 attempts, 353 pass yards, 2 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. Purdy delivered a stellar performance, leading the team to a big win with over 350 pass yards. His accuracy and decision-making are on full display as he continues to show why he's an emerging star in the league. Number 2, Chuba Hubbard. His 28 rush attempts, 153 rush yards, and 1 rush touchdown. Hubbard was a workhorse in the backfield. His ability to carry the load for the Panthers gives them a steady offensive option and a key player in the running game. And number 3, Jamar Chase. 11 receptions, 264 receiving yards, and 3 receiving touchdowns. Chase had an incredible game, dominating defenses with his size and his speed. These types of games make him one of the most dangerous receivers in the league and a potential game changer every week. Next, I'm going to be talking to you a little about the top 3 injuries. Number 1, Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones' injury has been a huge setback for the Vikings offense. His absence significantly impacts the running game, which is crucial for the Vikings' offensive balance. 2, Tristan Wirfs. Tristan Wirfs is one of the league's top offensive tackles, and his injury is a major blow to the Tampa Bay offensive line. This could affect quarterback protection, particularly for Baker Mayfield and the team's overall rushing attack. And number 3, Dalton Kincaid. Kincaid's injury leaves the Bills without one of their most promising young weapons in the passing game. As a tight end, Kincaid was developing strong chemistry with Josh Allen, and his absence forces Buffalo to lead on other receiving options. Next, I'm going to be talking to you about the top 3 upsets. Number 1, Saints 20, Falcons 17. This was a surprising outcome, with the Saints managing to hold off the Falcons in a close NFC South showdown. The Falcons had been one of the stronger teams in the division, so the Saints pulling off a win was an unexpected result. Number 2, Pats 19 versus Bears 3. The Patriots put on a dominant defensive performance, sitting the Bears' offense and limiting them to just 3 points. The Bears were expected to put up more of a fight, but New England's defense dominated, making this a significant upset. And number 3, Panthers 20 versus Giants 17. The Panthers managed to pull off an upset against the Chiefs in a nail-biter. The Giants, who were favored in this matchup, couldn't capitalize on their offensive opportunities, and Carolina took advantage to secure the win. Next, I'm going to be talking to you about the top 3 upsetting disappointing players. Number 1, Baker Mayfield threw for 18 for 29, 116 yards, 1 touchdown, and 0 interceptions. Mayfield's struggles were evident as he failed to move the ball efficiently through the air. The low yardage and just 1 touchdown pass were underwhelming, considering his team needed more offensive production. Number 2, Tank Bigsby. He had 2 rush attempts, 4 rush yards, and 0 rush touchdowns. Bigsby's lack of production was a big disappointment, especially after all the hype surrounding him as a key player in Jacksonville's backfield. With limited touches and minimal yardage, he failed to make an impact in the game that needed a spark from him. And number 3, Devontae Smith. 2 receptions, 14 receiving yards, and 0 receiving touchdowns. Smith was a non-factor in his team's offense, catching just 2 passes for a meager 14 yards. As a key target for Jalen Hurts, this performance was a letdown, especially for fantasy owners who expected more from him. Next, I'm going to be talking to you a little about what's coming up in this upcoming week. First is the top 3 matchups. 1, Chiefs versus Bills, a marquee matchup between 2 of the AFC's top teams. This game will feature star quarterbacks Patrick Mahomes versus star quarterback Josh Allen, both of whom can light up the scoreboard. Expect a high-stakes, high-scoring affair with playoff implication. Number 2, Commanders vs. Eagles. The NFC East rivalry is always fun, and the Eagles will be looking to assert their dominance after a tough battle with the Washington earlier this season. The Commanders have shown they can compete, but the Eagles are heavy favorites on both sides of the ball. Number 3, Steelers vs. Ravens. Another classic AFC North rivalry. The Steelers and Ravens are both in playoff contention, and the game will likely be a grind. Expect plenty of defense, special team players, and a tense battle for AFC North positioning. Next, I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about the top 3 fantasy players. Number 1, Joe Flacco. With Anthony Richardson struggling, Joe Flacco could see more playing time. Flacco has been around for a while, and if he gets a shot, he has the experience to put up decent numbers in favorable matchups. Number 2, Tyler Algier. Algier has shown flashes as a reliable rusher and could get a boost in volume, making him a sneaky fantasy play. And 3, Dwan Jennings. Jennings has been a solid contributor in the red zone, and if he's called upon more, he could be more than expected and more than exceed expectations. And the top 3 reasons why the Chiefs could stay undefeated all season. Number 1, Patrick Mahomes is arguably the best quarterback in the NFL, and his ability to perform in high-pressure situations is unmatched. He has the arm strength, mobility, and vision to make plays from anywhere on the field. Number 2, the Chiefs have excellent depth across the roster with key contributors at nearly every position. In addition to their stars on offense and their defense, they have solid role players who can constantly step up when needed. And 3, Andy Reid is one of the most experienced and successful head coaches in NFL history. His ability to adapt to different situations, make in-game adjustments, and maximize the strength of his players is a huge asset for the Chiefs. That's it. Thanks for watching NSA. This is Connor, signing off. Thank you.